What up, crowdfunders? Salvador Brickman here. Welcome back to the Crowdfunding Demystified YouTube channel. On this channel, we talk about how to raise money successfully for a Kickstarter campaign, for an Indiegogo campaign. And today I'm talking about, should you use Kickstarter to jumpstart your YouTube channel, or should you use it as a way to monetize your existing YouTube channel? Let's dive right into this. Is Kickstarter a good fit for YouTube? Well, the first thing is, are you going to be using Kickstarter to start an entirely new YouTube channel? You want to start a channel about fashion, you want to start a channel about working out and exercise or spirituality. The first step is this a good medium if you're starting a new channel? And the second question is this going to be a good fit for you if you're trying to monetize an existing channel using Kickstarter? In order to sort of wrap our head around this question, we first have to understand that Kickstarter is there so you can deliver perks and rewards to your backers. When you run a successful Kickstarter campaign, you raise $10,000 or $20,000, you then have to ship out all those perks and all of those rewards that you promise to your actual backers. So the first thing you should ask yourself are, what perks and what rewards can you offer? If you're launching an entirely new YouTube channel, you don't have already a bunch of subscribers, you're trying to sort of get money maybe for a new camera or get money to be able to take the time off work to be able to produce these videos or the graphics or anything related to your channel, what are you going to be promising people? What are they gaining access to? What are the sort of insider perks, if you will, if they support your crowdfunding campaign? Because if there are no compelling perks or the rewards, there's no like insiders club, or I'm not gonna get anything for just supporting you to start this YouTube channel, it doesn't make very much sense to me. It's basically charity. You're basically asking, hey, can you give me money for this reason so I can do something with in my life? That type of ask never goes over well. And also, YouTube is a business. YouTube, you can make money from ads, you can make money from sponsorships, from affiliate commissions, from creating digital products. There's so many ways you can make money on YouTube. And in my opinion, it does not make sense to raise money in a charitable donation sense to start a business. You should be giving away shares of your company. You should be rewarding them in some way, maybe interest payments through debt. I don't think in that case it's a good idea to use crowdfunding or Kickstarter for YouTube. The second thing is, if this is going to be an event, you're going to be raising money, remember, you need a funding goal to basically do a project on Kickstarter. And this is a one-time event. This is really important because I'm going to revisit this later. This is a one-time event. So just say that you ended up rallying a crowd around you. You get some people, your friends and your family, interested in this project, and they're like, okay, I want to help you start a YouTube channel. I want to help you get your first EOS 70D camera, get a really good high-quality microphone, get some good camera lighting, external microphone, like all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to end up raising, let's just say, $5,000 in order to invest in the camera, the nice equipment, these different types of things, the branding of the channel. I'm going to raise this amount of money. So let's just say you do this. You successfully run a crowdfunding campaign. You raise, $5,000. You go out there, you start your channel. What happens next? What ends up happening is you then deliver on the perks and rewards you promised, and that's it. It is a one-time event. The span or duration of a Kickstarter campaign is for 30 days. So there's a little bit of problems with that. What happens if another, need occurs where you, after raising $5,000, you're trying to then think, okay, how can I make money from this YouTube thing? How do I continue to get revenue in the door? I need to now do other stuff. I now need to, invest money in upping my video production even more with marketing. Where then are you going to get that money? Quite simply, you're going to get that money from having to do something like doing another Kickstarter campaign and raising money for a specific project, like starting something new. I want to take a second to introduce you to the sponsor of today's video, and that is Fulfillrite. Fulfillrite is a turnkey solution for helping you get the products out there to your customers and to your backers. Whether you're doing a Kickstarter campaign or an Indiegogo campaign, eventually you're going to have to do order fulfillment and get those rewards out there into the hands of your backers. So what these guys do is they basically offer a streamlined service for you, and they take all that headache away. I highly recommend outsourcing this element of your campaign because it's going to make everything easier in the future. If you want to learn more about Fulfillrite, I'm going to include a link down below in the description of this YouTube video. But in addition, you can also check it out on the web at fulfillrite.com, and you can learn more there. Thanks for listening, and let's get back to the video. To answer the first question, in my opinion, if you're starting a new YouTube channel, I think from the sum of maybe $1,000 to at max $5,000, I think it's okay to use Kickstarter to start a YouTube channel. But also you have to keep in mind, you need some interesting perks and rewards. And also there's another alternative option that I'm gonna share with you in just a second. An alternative option to using a traditional Kickstarter campaign. Also, I will talk a little bit more about some of those established YouTubers out there. Another alternative option for using a traditional Kickstarter campaign for a YouTube channel is something you could use called Drip. So let's just say D-R-I-P. If you check out Drip, Drip is very similar to Patreon, P-A-T-R-E-O-N. Both of these guys are subscription crowdfunding. People that are supporting your Patreon campaign or they're supporting your Drip campaign, they're supporting it on an ongoing basis. So you might have a fundraising goal, a certain amount that you're trying to hit, but rather than having to run, tons of different campaigns to keep funding your YouTube channel, with Patreon or with Drip, you could actually get those people to be giving money on a monthly basis or a per creation basis, so you don't have to go out there and convince them to support another project. It's happening automatically. Essentially, you can use Patreon or you can use Drip to create a subscription-based business. And the reason why these people are supporting your campaign is because they gain insider access into new content that you're creating on YouTube. So let's just say you're putting out there like a news show like Philip DeFranco. He then has Philip DeFranco Elite, where you can become a subscriber to his Patreon account. You can get access to cool insider information and news, and him maybe some dialogue and breaking things down and interacting with the community. It's an insider community. So if you're thinking about monetizing your YouTube channel using crowdfunding, using Kickstarter, or you're thinking about maybe you're gonna have to raise money on an ongoing basis, I would recommend actually looking into subscription crowdfunding, being Patreon or Drip. To get you started, I put together a really quick, digestible, but also value-packed guide down below, which you can check out in the description of this YouTube video. It will share with you step-by-step how to launch a Patreon campaign, as well as some of the advice and tips I have for you to actually have a surge in donations, to actually market this campaign effectively. Let's talk about Kickstarter for more established creators, because of course you can do obviously a Patreon or a Drip campaign. If you're an established creator, it can be another way you can monetize your actual subscriber base. But in addition, I do think there is a place for Kickstarter if you are an established YouTuber. Let's just say you've created a new product, you've written a book, you've created a guidebook, you've created something really beautifully illustrated, some kind of children's book, or maybe even a gadget or a gizmo. For example, Pat Flynn, an internet marketer, recently, he has a YouTube channel, a pretty good following there. He recently created a Kickstarter campaign for basically a device that lets you easily vlog when you're doing different camera footage. This is like a device that you hold and you can vlog with it. This Kickstarter campaign raised a couple $100,000, and that is an example of how, if you already have an audience on YouTube, you can direct them to a Kickstarter launch, and you can actually raise money for something maybe that's supplementary to your YouTube channel. It could be a comic, for instance. It could be plushie toys. It could be a physical product of some kind. As a creator, you can raise money for a project. You can offer something tangible. And this can be a side business for you. It could even be something like merch. If you want to use merch, you can use Kickstarter to make money in order to create a clothing line, for example. There are a lot of ways you can actually leverage Kickstarter. It doesn't just have to be for donations. And finally, I guess it's kind of related to Kickstarter, but Teespring is a form of crowdfunding as well. So there are so many different options out there when it comes to using crowdfunding in order to supercharge your business, to get more revenue in the door, and also as a way to further connect with your audience. If this sounds like something you would like to explore for your YouTube channel, or you'd like to start your own YouTube channel using crowdfunding, using Patreon, using Drip, or using Kickstarter even to sort of jumpstart this process, I'm going to link again down below to a guide that I put together on Patreon. I also invite you to dive into this YouTube channel and look out some of the other training videos that I have out there when it comes to putting together an effective video, an effective campaign page, the launch process behind this. And when you're ready, reach out to me for a coaching consulting session. With that session, we can get a little bit more granular with your specific projects. I can bring all of my expertise, looking at many projects over the last 6 to 7 years, really growing and helping many different creators out there, and I would love to help you in the same way. Again, my name is Salvador Brigman. Thank you so much for tuning into this YouTube channel. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, come subscribe, and I will see you next time.